Hi, my name is Gheorghiu Mircea. I'm from European Union. I had discovered that the Big Bang is false. But in this video I want to talk about star formations, about Carina Nebula and the star formation, because they say that in Carina Nebula the stars are forming, okay? So once you discover the Big Bang is false, many things are implied, and one of them indirectly is even this what I will talk in this video. James Space Telescope will film in the schedule today, even now as I'm speaking, at 12. It will film in this order: the Carina Nebula and the ring star and some planet that they said that exist, and some gravitational lensing, and this one is going to be the first pictures. So before this I plan to make this video from the Hubble pictures and then to compare them, but I want to tell you something about star formation, okay? So who said the first time that stars are from gathering gases and dust? Because you see the Carina, they say that is dust and gases, and that gases congeal somehow and they form stars. Who said the first time these things? Was Laplace, okay? Newton said that he did not knew why gravity means to rotate and does this, and the gravity is acceleration, okay? And since Galileo, gravity means to acceleration, okay, not attraction. Attraction was by the time of Aristotle. This is in the 1600s Galileo discovered that it is not attraction, okay?
The story of Mars began about 4.5 billion years ago when gas and dust swirled together to form the fourth planet from the Sun. Mars is the second smallest planet in the solar system.
So against Newton and against understanding this force of gravity, that means acceleration, Laplace invented this first, against Newton even, that the clouds, some gases, because he did not knew what burns to produce light. It was stupid, okay? So by that time they do not knew how to make light from other means, only through burning something. And so if it was making sense in his head, the stars must produce light burning something. But then how did the stars form? He was fighting with God in the front of Napoleon. Napoleon asked him, why you are not talking about God? Because at Newton God appears, and he said that I don't need that hypothesis, okay? So against science, against common sense, he invented something that is to stay by this hour, that something that Newton did not say, okay? Gravity does not attract. This was from the Galileo, not Newton times. But Laplace, to invent what the stars are, invented this, that they are gases that are gathering. How the gases gather together? By gravity, he said. But this is false. Newton says that gravity does not do this. Gravity does not attract, okay? By the Galileo times. So then, so this was his stupidity, Laplace stupidity, to justify how the stars are illuminated without having need to explain it from God, point of view, from the Bible point of view, that the Bible said that God made the stars. And he invented this stupidity that it has remained until this day, okay? So the Carina Nebula, it is like Laplace mentality, the actual man of science said what Laplace said, the craziness, okay, that Laplace invented. So we produce now light by other electrical means, and but he did not knew this, and he knew only light coming from fire, from thermical light from fire, and he supposed that the stars are like this. The sun, he was observed that he burns, has temperature, and he superimposed these things, the sun with the stars, from Laplace. So in Carina, they say that that clouds from Laplace mentality are from dust and gases, and these dust and gases gather together gravitationally, and they pull one inside another, and they are making a star. Okay, you understand this? I put this now second time from National Geographic. It's about a planet. You see this magical forming thing, like magic, gathers, magic, okay? This is magic, that's science, okay?
The story of Mars began about 4.5 billion years ago when gas and dust swirled together to form the fourth planet from the Sun. Mars is the second smallest planet in the solar system.
But the same like appears in this National Geographic about the planet is said about the stars. So that's why they say that in that clouds in Carina they are forming stars, and there is gases and dust. But the problems now, the problem, can gases gather together? Can gases gather together? And I started this video with a video from the International Space Station, Alexander from European Union, okay, from ESA, from Germany, shows in space exactly what Newton said, that gravity, and Galileo, gravity does not attract.
Ein Flüssigkeitsteilchen ohne starke Bindungskräfte. Und dann, wenn man die Teilchen so ein bisschen zur Ruhe kommen lässt, dann sieht man, dass sich so Cluster bilden. Das heißt, Teilchen, die sich treffen, die backen zusammen, sie kleben so ein bisschen und bleiben dann auch in dieser zusammengebackenen Position. Sobald man jetzt ein bisschen Kräfte reinbringt, in dem Fall Zentrifugalkräfte, dann sieht man, dass sich das wieder plötzlich so verhält, wie wir es gewohnt sind in der Schwerkraft. Der Zucker, der fällt einfach nach unten oder am Rand und backt da fest und bleibt relativ stabil.
And by that granules of sugar, he is shaking them. And this demonstrates that they are not gathering together, gravitational. Okay, so in space, they could not see Galileo, but he and Newton and Laplace falsified this, okay? So that granules of sugar, they are hitting one another by the law of Newton. In the movement, they are giving one to another energy, okay, of movement, kinetical energy, okay? And when the vectors are combined, they are making some gathering together, but not for gravity, not because of gravity, just because they are enclosed in some space. Because if you are shaking them, they will go in all the directions, okay? So they are comporting after Newton's science, because they are hitting one another, they are they having a energy of movement, and when they hit one another, they give to one another energy. The vectors are compounding and they're gathering some of them together. But if there will not be the surrounding material, the granules of sugar will go in all the directions. What this proves, I told you that from Newton, and when this is like an experiment, you cannot contradict this. What this proves, that matter does not gather gravitationally in space. In the International Space Station, matter does not gather together to form anything, but chemically. I will show this in another video. So is the Carina clouds forming stars? No. Because the gases do not gather together gravitational. This was like in the old times, okay? The gases are gathering together in the virtue of chemical energy and chemical bonding of molecules, okay? So the second experiment to even further make stronger this argument is from ESA. This woman scientist is from Italy. She speaks in German also.
Einen Unterschied macht, weil die Wände sind hier natürlich steifer als die von der Tüte. Mal schauen, was passiert.
But is from Italy, and now in the present day it is at the second mission at the International Space Station, okay? So she shows the same thing like Alexander showed with granules of sugar. She makes the same experiment with M&M bonbons, okay? M&M, I don't know, chocolates, okay? So she has this spherical plastic thing, and inside that plastic thing there are many granules of chocolate M&M bonbons, and she shaking them, okay? They do not gather together gravitational. Gravity is not what you believe. One bonbon, one chocolate does not attract another chocolate. They are combining vectors like in physics, like Newton said, and they are giving one to another the energy by hitting them. A force responds with an equal force or opposite direction, and you combine the vectors, if you know science, and they are making some clusters. When the energy, kinetic energy, is dissipated and absorbed, they are still floating and they are not attracting. If you contradict even the experiment, what you see with your naked eye, you will not understand science. Never, okay, if you do not understand what I'm saying. So the stars are not gathering like this magical computer animation from the NASA. They are not. This was Laplace was saying what was saying in the wrongly way. So the stars they are not forming in the Carina Nebula, okay? They are not forming. If the enclosure around a circle of the plastic of this astronaut from ESA will not be, the M&M will flow in all the direction. Nothing will gather them together to form a planet or a star, okay? You must understand that this is true. So Carina Nebula, it's not a star formation. This is my second video about Carina because it's going to be filmed by James Space Telescope, and I want to make this I made another video, and I will make another video about Carina. Okay, this is what I wanted to tell you in this video. In the Carina clouds, the stars do not produce. They are not producing clouds of stars. They are purely clouds of matter, and there are stars there. And you will see that the stars, they are cold, because if they are burning with fire like Laplace thought, like burning some gases like our sun is, it will eject the matter surrounding them. You can see that there are clouds all around the stars, and if they will be like our sun, they were rejecting the matter, okay, you understand what I'm telling you, okay? So this demonstrates further that they are cold. The stars are producing only light, and they are cold, and they are small. If you I will watch my previous video. Okay, this is what I wanted to tell you about in this video about Carina. Carina is small, is inside our galaxy that has only 26 billion kilometers. The stars are not made in this lying process, gathering of gravity does not do this. You can observe this at the space station. I don't have anything else to add. Okay, bye.